Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 47 of my Manchester United Football Manager 2015 Let's Play. And today, in this episode, we have a game in the Capital One Cup against Hull City, the semi-final leg number 2. You know, we did win the first leg 3-0 away from home in the previous episode, where I did talk about changing the style of the series, but my Football Manager videos altogether, and there's something I want to mention on that. I might do another video on it, so I'll just say it shortly here. I will be streaming more, but I'll probably upload a video talking about that as well. But yeah, for this episode, we're going to play that game against Hull, but I did play one game off camera, 6-0 against Fleetwood. That's what I kind of mean. These kind of games is you're not going to get anything out of the episode, and I'm not going to be too excited about it, and it's going to be pretty boring in my view. So hopefully you do understand that, and it's going back to my roots really of recording Football Manager videos like I did in FM13. That's where my channel started to grow, really. That's where I started to get known, because obviously people go from that 1,000 subscribers, or yeah, their first 1,000 subscribers, and they kick on from there. That was really that year with FM13 and I guess FIFA 13 as well, then yeah, pushing to the next game. So hopefully you will like the videos from here on out, and also, like I said, I replied to some comments. My videos will be more structured now in terms of uploads. It won't be as random, and hopefully I'll do that with my career mode with Liverpool as well. Just doing them this way, it'll be more scheduled. There'll be less videos as well. Series won't go as long, and yeah, getting to the point quicker, I suppose you can say. But that's what I mean. Pointless games, or games that you know I am most likely going to win, and I don't have much point in showing them. I'm going to play them off camera, and so I can get through the season quicker. I think there's positives for a lot of things, and this is one reason why you might like it. People had doubts about it before. I will be playing the games in 3D now, at least when I play one game in the episode. Because yeah, 2 games on 3D, I feel the upload time's too long for me, but yeah, one game is doable. So yeah, hopefully enjoy the videos, and just a warning for the next episode. Like you can see, we've got Reading, Norwich, Swansea, Burnley. Again, this is what I mean. We've got Tottenham, 2 big games. Tottenham in the FA Cup and Champions League Benfica. But if you really want 3D games and still 2 games in an episode, if they're important, like this situation in next episode, drop, yeah, as much. I don't like saying a certain amount of likes. That's just me. I don't like saying like get 100 likes or 200 or whatever. If you just want that, drop a like, or even drop a comment. I prefer a comment you actually saying that. Because, yeah, likes don't actually... I don't get paid for likes. Some people think I do when you ask for them, but yeah, that's not the case. Just views on YouTube. But anyway, another thing I was going to do is give a review of my signing. So a lot of people, and yeah, the players I sold as well, to see if they've done bad or if they've done well or whatever. But I will play the game first, because some people just want to see the game, so I'll plan it that way for this video. You can see there's some other important games in the Premier League for other sides. But yeah, and this is what I mean. I'm going to show a lot of cup games. Cup games is probably the most crucial to show, especially this stage in the season. And like I said, back in FM13, when I played in the Premier League, that's usually what I did, unless I remember I did one with Aston Villa. I actually really liked that one, a lower Premier League team. That could really suit me in this style of videos as well. But I set up the team already. We still need to play some quality players to get the results. Of course, we are winning 3-0, but anything can happen. Hull City's still a Premier League team, and Wilfried Zaha has scored the most goals, actually, in this competition. But yes, you will be able to see I am playing in 3D now, so please leave your thoughts in for that if you want to see it. It does take a little bit more to upload in terms of upload time. It's nothing too much to keep in mind. It's just, yeah, on 2D I can upload in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and it's nice and quick, but 3D is more to an hour, so hopefully you do understand that. Here I'm just saying, yeah, guard against complacency. It's kind of, yeah, this is basically half time, pretty much. And playing in 3D, it gives you a more indication how my team plays as well, and it's good for me probably to watch it in 3D because of that reason. But here, Falcao. And because this is another reason as well, because I'm not playing every game, I'll get more excited about the games as well, because it just, yeah, I'm not playing every single game. Januzaj. Oh, Januzaj! That is what I mean, what a hit. And what I mean by I'm not playing every single game, I mean recording. I'm just, yeah, that's what I say. I do actually play the games. I don't simulate it. I don't, like, simulator day or whatever, so my assistant handles it. I just want to get that out there before anyone says that. I just do play them, just, yeah, off camera. Like basically everyone does in Football Manager videos. So what are we going to do here? It's 1-0. I reckon we should just continue playing our regular game because, yeah, we are playing well. What a goal by Januzaj, though. But they play it through Livermore, and it's Romero. Oh, no, it's an error. It is an error. What were they thinking? Wow. Now I can actually see how the errors look in 3D. Wow. Romero, he just left it. Why? And Valdez, what? He's just like walking. Oh, would have that happened in 2D? I'm not sure. Like, yeah, sometimes people say there's, yeah, faults with the 3D. I'm not sure if that is a situation of that, but who the hell knows? I have no idea because I don't really, yeah, follow. I don't follow so much stuff like on Twitter and that because I follow heaps of people on Twitter. So it's not like I'll see a lot of the time when Football Manager or Sports Interactive, when they tweet, I don't really see it unless I personally check myself. So I don't really get up to date on a lot of news, especially with gaming and that. So I'm not sure if there's any faults. I haven't really checked that. I've been too busy playing the game and making videos, and with FIFA as well, if I'm honest. And it's almost Christmas as well. Other stuff going on, and Falcao. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass like Giovinco on that occasion, but Mata, he put it in. It's Januzaj. Ooh. I feel as though Januzaj, he's going to be a world-class player. Of course, he's got that wonder kid status in the game, but yeah, he's playing like that as well. Scoring those wonder goals. Now, Bernat, who I feel is an amazing signing, I've said multiple times, and he's proved that. Now it's Giovinco, the free transfer, don't forget. And this is what I mean. We've got all players running everywhere. See, Mata, he was out wide before now. Yeah, going through in that roaming kind of role he is, and he gets it back. Oh, there he is. There is only one, Mata. There is only one. What a goal. Like I was just talking about him, it's fitting. Di Maria found him, and Mata, he just makes it look so easy. You gotta love him. An amazing player. One of the best attacking midfielders in the world, and he could get a pen there. No. A second chance. Falls to Mata. Oh my god. So much goal-mouth action right there. Phil Jones plays it to Bernat. See, look at that. The fullback, he's running through the centre there. That's what I mean. Just a lot of players roaming through their positions. And here they go again. Here they go. Raphael pushing up. And no shot in that highlight, I think. No key chance. So that was a bit weird. But anyway, we're playing really, really well here. It's been an action-packed tie, really. The first leg and this leg as well. Seems to be a lot of goals, especially for us. And here we go again. It's Bernat. He's playing like a winger almost, getting forward. Now Di Maria whips it dangerously. It's Radamel Falcao. He finds Bernat. It's Mata. And it's a tap-in for Giovinco. His 13th goal of the season. I'm not sure if I'd be happy if he can get to 20. If you get Giovinco, if I can get Giovinco to 20 goals this season for a free transfer, instead of, yeah, splashing the cash on a big guy, he's come in and done the job. Granted, I've liked to bring him in games where we're expected to win, but you need those kind of players as well. That's where you can lose in a season, I suppose. Lower games where you drop points. Maybe teams in real life like Arsenal are prone to doing that. Dropping points against, that teams they should be beating. And here we go. We are dominating. It is that man again. Sebastian Giovinco, 14th of the season. And again, it is still the Premier League side in Hull City, but we're currently just dominating on all cylinders right now. Falcao, that was a nice little pass for Giovinco. And yeah, he's doing really well. I wouldn't say he's my best striker this season, but he's going close. Van Persie's been a bit in and out. And Falcao as well because of injuries. James Wilson hasn't been as good as last season. Again, because of injuries. And now Romero steps up! Oh! What an effort from 25 yards out. Lucas Romero, his first ever goal for Manchester United. And what a way to make your mark for your first ever goal. Hit it from range. He knew he had the quality in him, and he showed that. 5 goals in the first half, and that was probably the pick of the bunch. And this is what I want to see. Amazing half. Probably one of the best halves we've played so far, apart from that error that led to a goal. A little bit of mix-up with Valdez and Romero earlier, and he definitely atoned for that. Fantastic first half. Yeah, apart from that, it's faultless. We didn't really get good reactions there. I'll say from midfielders, I'll say calmly. I'm impressed how you controlled the midfield. Yeah, not really getting much reactions. They just know they played excellently. So far, we have 8 goals in this tie. Amazing. We definitely, it's Capital One Cup, but I guess you want to win it. You always want to win games. You don't want to lose games. Now it's Rafael, who's been solid for me. A very good right back in Football Manager. He's been for a few years now. Really ever since he's joined, like the earlier days when he joined United, he had good potential, but then he had really good ratings in recent years from the start. And he, ever grows. Here we go. Here we go. Giovinco was on a hat-trick there. Now, of course he still is. He could have scored it. Romero was dancing around there a little bit. Now we just need to continue on with the job. Giovinco. Falcao. Smashes one. Di Maria finish it. He does. Too good for Cunha. And he's having a terror day, conceding 6 goals. And even Di Maria has scored 11 goals this season, basically only playing left midfield. So that's real good. And then Falcao just smashed that. Cunha had to save it with his feet. And then Di Maria just slotted it home when, their keeper was out of position. Oh my god, we could get like a 10 here or something. Who knows? Giovinco, I'd love a hat-trick for him. It's Januzaj again, no doubt, who'll do something special. How did I know? That was absolutely faultless, Januzaj. The dribbling was amazing, but the pass was... It couldn't have been any more perfect. He played it in Falcao's stride. He didn't have to break stride. Just perfect. Perfect. Januzaj, he's actually a crazy passer. Like, I would know him for his quickness and dribbling, getting past players and that. His long shot as well that you saw before. But his crossing ability, whether it be in the air or along the floor like you saw there, it's second to none. He's absolutely amazing. And look at the morale right now is amazing. Juan Mata will bring him off, and we shall bring on William Hughes. He's going to be a fantastic player for us as well. I believe we're currently training Romero as the roaming playmaker. See, he's only got 13 long shots, and he's got no preferred moves, and only 8 finishing, and he came up with that long shot. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, we're training him as roaming playmaker, and I'm pretty sure with young William, we're training him as a deep line playmaker on defense. See, so they're both coming into their preferred roles, or at least the roles we are training them in training, of course. Januzaj, we'll give him a break. We'll keep him fresh for some future games, and we shall bring on... No, actually, we shouldn't, because we don't really have an ideal replacement. We'll take off Falcao. It's good that he scored. Still need the match fitness. We'll bring on James Wilson. He's a good talent, and he's been improving so much more. His determination up to 18 now, and he's being tutored by Robin van Persie. Since I started this career, he's been tutored by Robin van Persie and Falcao. So you can't really learn... Like, I reckon Van Persie and Falcao, they're in the top 5 strikers in the world, if not the top 10. To me, they're top 10 at a minimum. But some would say, some would argue at least one of them will get in the top 5. It just depends who's really analysing. But James Wilson looks real good. He's got that quickness, determination, and pretty good finisher being 15. It should get to that 16 pretty soon. Anyone else? Rowan Presslin, we'll just give him another gig. Because he actually did really well in that game we played before that I didn't show. We'll take off City on a yellow. So Presslin, just in case you missed it, his previous game, he got an 8.9 rating and scored against Fleetwood. And you check out his report, like coach report. He's got potential to be a world-class central defender in the future. What else? What's his current ability? His current ability is a good Sky Bet Championship level. So that's pretty good. Look, you look at him. If you just forget who he is, forget his age or anything, you look at his attributes, and that's almost a player that's good enough for Premier League level, maybe even mid-table. Because he's got really good heading, physical ability, it's not too bad. Mentally, he's really good as well. So, that's why he's doing the job. Because he's got that potential, but he shows he can actually play well right now. And I'm not sure if that is a thing in the game. Is that something you've noticed? Maybe a young player with high potential, they play a bit better than their attributes suggest because of the actual potential they have. I'm not really sure. It's something I've noticed sometimes, like obviously with Rowan Presslin, but he's so good already. You don't know if it's because of that or because of his potential, but if he didn't have that good a potential, would he be playing as good as he is? I'm not sure. He shows his potential in some games. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but yeah, it seems to show with Presslin anyway, or he's just maybe a soul, yeah, like a different situation because he's just too good. Oh my god. That was Januzaj again. I think we should keep him on if he's doing that, but it's not like we need it. We are winning 7-1, so yeah, this is a good match to show. Yeah, it's going to get lucky like this. Like sometimes I remember from my previous videos, when doing in this style, in my older videos, I would see some amazing results like this. 8-1 right now. Sebastian Giovinco gets his hat-trick. I'm happy for him. 15 goals this season. I'm really happy about that signing, and we'll review that with a bunch of others a bit later after this game. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be games like this, but there's probably, yeah, no doubt, there's going to be a game I record eventually where it's going to finish 0-0. That's just the way it goes. And Giovinco, oh, he's not playing around. Giovinco is not playing around. He is actually world class, and he has showed that today. He has been absolutely amazing, and we have been as a team. And I'm so happy this is the game I'm showing. I was almost not going to do it, but I'm happy that I did. Amazing stuff, because or else people might say, oh, you reload. This is just proof of how good we can do. Oh, it's offside. He was getting a bit excited there, Giovinco, but he had a fantastic game and made it 9-1 and 12-1 on aggregate. Amazing stuff. Giovinco to score 4 goals, and it's not like we're playing against a crap team, like outside of the Premier League or something. We're still playing against a Premier League team, Hull City. We're in the final. Congratulations. You all completely deserve it. I'm delighted for you all. And Victor Valdez had a very good rating as well. Look at that dominance. Hull's still in the Premier League, aren't they? Yeah, they're still in the Premier League, but they're doing crap. But they're still in the Premier League. Wow. Amazing stuff. And Giovinco deservingly overtakes Zaha with that. So as promised, in January, I will go through my transfers going in and out over the first half of the season and seeing if they perform badly or perform well to see if they, yeah, were good deals. So firstly, we'll focus on the outs. The first one, in terms of the fee, the biggest fee was Wayne Rooney to Arsenal. That was definitely controversial for people in the comments, but I guess we're going to see what is the deal with Rooney. He has scored 5 league goals this season. Hasn't been terrible if you look at that specifically. But you see his average rating in the Premier League, 6.82. His average as a whole is 6.78. I'm not sure if that is worth that fee, 29 million, and his value's already going down to 21 million. So you can see he was, but that was always going to happen regardless of how he's performing because he's 30. Yeah, natural. So I'm not going to take that into account. That'll be a bit silly. But yeah, he did better for me. Obviously, there's still like a second season. Oh, yeah, second half of the season, I should say, for him to improve, and he did do well for me in the second half of the season. If you remember last season, he wasn't that amazing from the start. So I'll see how he will do come the end of the season. But so far, me personally, I'm happy with that deal. A lot of people thought, again, it was controversial. It was a bad signing. But don't forget our position. Where's Arsenal anyway? We'll check them out. And they're 10th in the Premier League. So, and don't forget the De Gea as well. That situation. And he went to Arsenal to play Champions League football because he didn't believe we could. De Gea, how's things going? I do want to talk to him. Can we talk to him? Conversations. We can't talk to him. That's a bit unfortunate. But he still, I guess he's done an okay job from the games he's played. He's averaged conceding a goal every 1 game. I'm not sure if you compare that to my goalkeepers. You go to Victor Valdez. You see history. He's conceded 5 goals in 8 in the league. So it's probably a bit better. Judging off that, also Nicola Liali, whose recent form has been absolutely amazing. Look at those last 3 games. He's got 7, 7.5, and 7.5. So, yeah, making saves as well, as you can see. He's only conceded 9 in 14. Of course, he conceded a lot last season, but yeah, I think that team, you would imagine they'll go close to getting relegated with that kind of stats. But yeah, he showed he's a quality keeper with 7 clean sheets in the Premier League. So just comparing that for a second, how Arsenal are going for a little bit. And next up, Tom Cleverley, 25 million. I think a couple episodes ago I went through, I just talked about him a little bit, so I won't go too in-depth. But again, yeah, 25 million on the back of a very, very good season for Aston Villa. Like, I wasn't surprised with that, but for 25 million, that's like a really bad transfer. He's done terrible for them. His passing rating has been good, like 86% in the league. That's been really good, but just the complete... Like, there would have been like a key signing for them. He would have been like they would be really expectant of him. And he's played 18 times for England now, so... But look, his value dropped to 14.5, so it's probably... Yeah, I don't want to focus too much on other teams. I just want to focus if it's a good deal for me. So personally, considering the players we brought in with that money, I feel it was a good deal for us. It's up to you to think, yeah, if it's good for the other team. Also, Ander Herrera for 16 million. It was really a toss-up in between him and Axel Witsel, but because Axel Witsel was a player I signed, and I felt I couldn't get more out of him than he's shown. Axel Witsel is a very good player in my eyes, and Ander Herrera, he's not that good, in my view, to be like a world-class player. Look at that, even at Lyon, his average rating is 6.34, and he's dropped under 10 million value, so... yeah, Man United signed him for 30 million in real life. Well, if you talk about real life terms, I think he's doing really, really well. But here, yeah, to get 16 million for him is obviously a good deal because he's not even performing for Lyon. Johnny Evans, another Arsenal man, hasn't really played too much. That's what I mean. He's not even playing much for Arsenal, and some people said keep him. He's not even playing much. He did good for me, but yeah, he's going to Arsenal and he's not even playing much. So yeah, it's a good deal again. Again, going down in his value. Javier Hernandez, you guys know why I sold him. I've said it multiple times, but in case you missed it, yeah, he needed a work permit. It was probably an error because it was in the beta stage. But I'm not too unhappy about it because he's got low dribbling. He's naturally a poacher. Could have played advanced forward for us, but we've got like world-class strikers that are doing the job. Like the likes of Falcao, Van Persie, and that. And even... yeah, guys are signed on a free transfer like Giovinco, and when Rescoldani was fit and firing, was scoring regularly. Of course, he's doing well, so that's a good move for both of us, I reckon. That is not a bad move for us, and it's not a bad move for Tottenham. It's a good move for both teams, because we helped us use the money wisely to bring in some players, whether it be some for the future or some currently. And the rest, yeah, Nani... that was actually part of the deal for Samuel Umtiti, so that's what I mean. We did pay 14 million with that. Some people think it may be a bad deal, but in a couple of seasons, you're going to forget that. You're not going to remember, oh, we paid 14 million plus Nani to get him. Maybe a bit of overpriced because, yeah, 14 million additionally with Nani, but you know, if he's going to help us to win trophies, you're not going to forget about those millions. Like I've mentioned previously, with big teams, the money you spend for a player doesn't matter unless you're going bankrupt or something. It's only going to affect you. It's only a bad thing if it affects your finances. If it doesn't, yeah, it's all about winning games and winning trophies more specifically, and the rest are just loan transfers. That's players going to come back. I might review them at the end of the season, if anything, because I don't want this to get drag on too much. And now... probably what you're more caring about, players that are at our team right now. The biggest signing, which was helped by the board actually, Juan Bernat. He's been fantastic, obviously helped with similar like players from Spain, like Juan Mata as well. He's obviously helped him to get used to the English lifestyle, and he's done absolutely amazing for me. Average rating of 7.41. Again, it's back to that point of a lot of money, but again, if it's a big team who doesn't really have trouble financially, it's all about how they perform. And you look at his report, and he's easily our best left back. People say you have Luke Shaw, you don't need another left back, but you can see it's like a whole gold star better. He's a star player, and Luke Shaw's not at that level already. But the thing is, he's still pretty young. He's only 22. He's only going to get better. So that is absolutely crazy, and he can play that left midfield as well. Amazing signing for my view, because yeah, you forget about the price, you just worry about how they play on pitch. And yeah, he's been one of the best this season. Actually, one thing I want to show to back up that even more so, if people don't think it's good. Where are we? Juan Bernat. So we're going to play a stats right now. Or he was in the best average rating before, but he's not there now, obviously. But yeah, he's had one of the best average ratings. You see the lowest there, like 5th, is 7.33. And if we go back to here, it's 7.40. So I'm not sure why it didn't show him there. If we go back, so it's 7.40. Maybe he's not played enough games or whatever compared to those players. If you go to competitions again, you go to player stats, 7.40. Yeah, he's been doing as good as Eden Hazard. And we would have the top 3 players in terms of average ratings. So, yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing for him, but he's got the same average rating as Eden Hazard. So, I'm not sure, yeah, what more you would want from that, to be honest. So, yeah, we shall go back. But he does, yeah, he does have that rating. Transfer history. And yeah, Bernat, you can see that, 7.40 average rating, and he's got an 8.33 in the cup, insane. Doing amazing overall for us as well. He's amazing fullback. I once said in this series he's the best left back in the game, or he at least develops into that. Like, he's close. Obviously, people said David Alaba, but for me, they go pretty close in terms of performance. Bernat suits our formation, and he does that well. You can see through his ratings, like I said. So, next up, I can't really analyze this right now, Marco Reus, because we just signed him. You can't make an analysis right now because, yeah, he hasn't played enough. All I can say is we've brought a world-class goal-scoring, attacking player into the team. Might be a more analysis maybe next season or something, or maybe end of the season if he helps us in. Like, yeah, he can't help us in the Champions League. In the league, we are most likely going to win unless things go tits up. But yeah, I can't really give a true analysis yet for Marco Reus. And Samuel Umtiti. Like I said, with the signing about him, I explained it enough already when talking about the Nani deal, because he was part of it. He can play centre-back and left-back, so he's going to be very versatile for me, and he has been so far. Playing sort of as a rotation player. He's gotten good average ratings. You can't complain. If he hasn't been doing well, even if he hasn't been doing well, which it's not doing, he is playing well, I would still think it's a good transfer, because he's only going to get better, which is crazy to think. Look at this! He's playing that well, only a 2-star current ability, but he's got potential for 4-star. So technically on that, he's got the potential to be twice the player he is right now. That is scary, if you look at it that way. He's a very good defender. Very good defender. And he's, yeah, decent passer as well, 13 for a defensive-minded player. And also, getting into some younger guys now, Yuri Tielemans, 13.5 million. He's been good in and out, of course, because he is a younger player. Only 18. It's hard to believe this guy's only 18. He's fantastic. He's got over a 7 average rating, 7.13 in the league and on average. And yeah, slowly introducing him. He could play as a striker. He's not really a good finisher, but he can play there. So he'll be very important going forward. Again, one of those deals that'll be going forward. Lucas Romero only signed for 8.25 million. And if you can't remember when I signed him, the reason why we signed him is because, well, not solely this reason. I wanted to sign him, but teams like Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea were making bids. So I feel, not just because he's a quality player, so other rivals don't sign him. That just made me want to sign him even more. But look how much his value has increased. And you saw from that long shot as well. This guy is a beast. And he's doing that, yeah, first season in England. He's going to be an amazing player. Central midfield, can play defensively, can play attackingly. Sure that, or not attackingly, that's not a word. Just, yeah, he can play attacking, scoring goals, like you saw. So that's real good. Also another guy, he's not really, you can't talk about him too much yet, Kenny Anthony, because he's just a young regen, only 16, a player for the future. I talked about his strengths before, but in short, he can play both fullbacks position, either footed, so he suits that perfectly. But yeah, there's not too much to talk about him right now, but just show you his potential and all that kind of stuff. 4-star potential ability. He's got that black star for the 5. So that's actually his maximum. The gold stars is the minimum, so he can be excellent. And also, I was really happy with this signing of another young player with potential, Jordan Kirillov, only 215k, and now his value is 300k. He's gone out on loan to Barrow, but hasn't played too much, unfortunately, and has had bad ratings there. But don't forget, he's only a 17-year-old. He's got great height, 196 centimeters, pretty strong as well. But most importantly, he's got that good potential to be a world-class central defender in the future. So just imagine him, like we've got two world-class potential guys, and not forgetting about Belanta and Phil Jones, Umtiti as well. Wow. Is there anyone else I missed? Who else is centre-backs? Yeah, Rojo. Yeah, he's 25. He could be a good experienced player in the future. Jimenez as well. John Stones. Even though I'm molting Jimenez into a right back, but his natural position is centre back, and he is, well, it's used to say he was dubbed or touted the next whatever it says. Diego, what's his name? Diego Lugano. Is that right? Centre back for Uruguay. I don't think he's there. I just want to search it to make sure. Diego Lugano. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. He's touted the next this guy, who's an amazing centre-back. He achieved a lot in his career, so yeah, if he can come half the play he is, he'll be good. So anyway, making our way back, we've just got Sebastian Giovinco. I don't even need to tell you about this guy. How amazing. Like, the last game proved it. And, yeah, what I told you about how many goals he scored and all of that. Scoring 4 goals. Scoring every single kind of way, really. Amazing free kick he scored to get his 4th. And people were actually doubting him. I'm just lolling at that right now. He's absolutely killing it. You cannot doubt Sebastian Giovinco right now as he's helping us on our way. Average rating of 7.40. Fantabulous. And also, a guy some of you might forgot I signed, to be honest. Zakaria Bakali, who's one of, in real life, touted as one of those good attacking players. Could be good. He's maybe some personal problems. But, yeah, some players have that. But, yeah, he's a quality potential player. We sent him out on loan to Twente. Not playing too much, but he's got the potential about him. We signed him for a free transfer, so it's not really any harm. Both either footed as well. 6.5 million value. If he doesn't develop into the kind of player we want, we can still sell him on for a healthy profit. For me, him and Depay are similar types, but Depay is probably the better player, especially right now, and potential-wise as well. Nicole Leali, don't need to talk about him. Already did that. I showed you his stats. Free transfer for him is, it's a no-brainer. He's got that decent potential. He's not anymore, but you know, he was dubbed the new Buffon. Watch previous episodes, I guess, to find out. That is true. So if he can live up to that potential, he'll be pretty good. A lot of people want me to sign like a world-class goalkeeper, but with that Buffon potential, he can develop into someone pretty alright. But Ezekiel Rescaldani, he had a real good start to the season and until those injuries kicked in, and he came back actually against Fleetwood. He did score, but he had trouble coming back in the Premier League and that. So hopefully he can get his act together because, yeah, he was amazing. Like in the Premier League, he was scoring in the cup games as well. But yeah, injuries have knocked him back, and he's still fairly young as well, 23. So hopefully, again, like I said, he can get his act going. He's got a little bit more potential to grow than he currently is. Potential to be a leading Premier League striker. So we've signed a leading Premier League striker, at least potential to be. So yeah, I would imagine he'll be at least, maybe over 10 million. It depends how he performs on the pitch in terms of scoring goals. And again, like him and Giovinco, well, I don't want to sell Giovinco now. Ideally, I signed them. I thought they could be good players for me. Then I might sell them if we can sign someone better next season. But Giovinco, on his performances, I do not want to sell him. He's 29, at least one more good season in him, at the very least. And he's never been an overly pacey player, and he's never been so strong or good in the air. So if he starts losing physical ability, it won't really change his game. He's been always pretty solid mentally. His work rate, this is his key attribute, work rate. He's got flair about him. Can finish, obviously, you saw that from the goals. Good crossing, good dribbling, creative ability, the free kicks, the passing, technique, penalties, all of that. He's not the most amazing player in the world, but you saw from the previous game, he is a world-class footballer. Because not anyone can do that. Come up and score 4 goals against a Premier League side. So, hopefully you enjoyed the match. Hopefully you enjoyed my review on my transfers. Now leave your thoughts on the transfers. I like seeing your thoughts, good and bad. I love seeing positive feedback as well. But also the critiques. I like seeing that if it's said in a nice way. I do, despite what people think I don't listen to that. But that's only when it's said in an insulting way. That you got to understand that. I do take it in when it's said in a considered way, and a lot of people actually do that. I actually appreciate my subscribers who put in, there's actually a few, and I'm sure you know who you are, you leave those good comments all the time, well, not good, yeah, in-depth comments that actually make sense. There's not a lot that makes sense on YouTube these days, so yeah, I like those kind of feedback for me, because that's how I kind of am. I'm going to be 24 in a couple months, so I'm more mature. I'm not like a little kid or something like that. So I like, yeah, reading those considered comments, whether it be good or bad, just as long as it's, like I said, a mature comment, whether good or bad, I listen to it and listen to the feedback. So hopefully enjoy the video anyway. Drop a like if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next time.